We're being consistent. Ain't that right, Harley? It's my smoking buddy. She understands what the assignment is. I think Harley's starting to get used to this again. What's happening, YouTube family? It's your boy Keep It Lou again, coming at you with another cigar opinion. Today, we're going to be doing the KO. B by 3, BX3, B times 3, however you want to call it. We're going to light it up and smoke it up and see what's happening with it. Smells good. Smells like a cigar time. All right. Peep the intro. What's happening, YouTube family? Good to be back in the saddle again to talk about the KO B times 3. I'm sorry. I love the wrapper color combination against that creamy dark wrapper. Look at that, a couple veins, well compacted. Looks like it's going to be a good little ride. This is a 5x52 Robusto. Just came out in July of this year, 2022. It's going to have a Brazilian wrapper, Brazilian binder, and actually you got a trifecta of Brazil, Honduras, and Nicaraguan fillers in this one. I can't really remember where I picked this one up. I don't know if it's one of my cigar groups or something like that. But while I was sitting there getting prepped on the smoke, the cut and light of it, I gave it a nice little whiff. And it was funny, it was unique. I mean, it's real rare. I've been paying attention long for an aroma of a cigar to be complex. I pick up some floral. I definitely pick up some, what did my notes on? Some dried fruit. I mean, it's weird. It's very aromatic. I'm gonna get the V cut on this so we can get it popping. Dark chocolate on the cold draw. Tasty, tasty. A little bit of pepper. Real jazzy, real tasty. I'm gonna pair this with some good old-fashioned Waterloo water today. As I'm in the lab, it's a little bit humid, a little bit hot. So I'm gonna put some fire to this. I already got the cut on. I'll holler back at y'all once I get a couple puffs in, let y'all know what's popping off. Y'all be easy. Back, family. It's crazy. Right off the bat, mixture of flavors and what I like. Different stories being told, complex. I told you I smelled like some dry flowers or dark fruit. I think I was looking at some other reviews and I heard the same thing. Complexity of the fruit flavors. I got that. The fruit was comparable to like dried apples or something like that. Something I've enjoyed. Right now, the aromatics of this were floral at first. It was crazy. It was floral, right? And then as I got to lighting, or got to taking a couple puffs, dissipated. Pepper came in. And it's like a not earthy, but a very hearty, woodsy aroma and flavor, taste profile that's enjoyable. Not like hay or anything like that, but I mean, you know, it's cloudy outside here in Texas. Almost feels like it's raining there. I don't imagine it's humid, but it feels kind of like a dampness to it. Damp cedar, damp, like when you get a fresh rain and you walk by your wooden fence and you smell that's the aromatics I get. It's not bad because very subtle pepper coming through, but it's really jazzy. That retro hell gives me a little bit more floral taste and flavor, but not like I'm sticking my nose in a bouquet of flowers, but just a hint. Really good start to this. Really good start. The construction of this particular kale, almost to start off dark, creamy brown, a little bit of oily, as you can see some of the veins that were coming in there. Just off the start, I got a small stack, even mascara line in it right there. I really like how they got the unique color pattern to match against that dark brown right there, right? It's really, really appealing to the eye. I really like that. I'm gonna listen to this story, see what the jazz is all about. I'm back, family. So I'm still hitting on the KO B by 3. That's what I'm gonna call it. Not B times 3, but B by 3. 5x52 Robusto with Brazilian wrapper, Brazilian binder, and Brazilian, Honduras, and Nicaraguan filler. I'm enjoying this cigar. The flavor, I mean, it's complex. It goes from floral, sweet, a little bit of pepper, but it's subtle, and I like the story it's telling, right? Mild to medium cigar. The draw actually is, I don't know if I just didn't notice it because of the complexities of the flavor, but the draw on this particular cigar is tighter than what I prefer. But that being said, great smoke output. I'm just, that mouthfeel of that smoke and that uniqueness of the wood, pepper, and fruity floral. The only way I can describe it is really cool. And they just hit you, like, the first part of your tongue you get a little bit, other part of your tongue you get another bit, and then when you retrohale it, the mixture of that fruit and wood come out, but it's a nice dance, I'm telling you. Retrohale is really intoxicating. I could do that continuously just for that flavor of that aromatic fruitiness, dry fruitiness. Really, really enjoying this. Construction still A1. Burns pretty good. It's holding its own, with the exception of that pull, that tight pull. But that pull is not affecting my experience with this particular cigar. So listen to some more of these stories, some more of this jazz is singing, and we're gonna be right back. Y'all be easy. Boys, back at you. As you can see, the burn construction is just doing what it does from a KL cigar. The pull's still a little bit of a struggle, but it's not affecting my overall experience with the cigar. I'm enjoying some jazz, a little bit of this Waterloo, and getting into the second third. This cigar is enjoyable. I mean, for me, I'm really getting I'm digging it. I did some research on it, and it appears that according to Half Wheel, that Arturo Fuente has a cease and desist letter to the General Cigar Company over the BX3. Apparently he's saying that the letter X on the cigar, which stems from his Opus line, the case is still ongoing as of this review on Half Wheel. That being said, I know I found some of these. I've seen some of these in one of my brick and mortars here in Central Texas, and I think I've seen them also at Atlantic Cigar Company and Famous. I think that's Half Wheel also said you can find them there. Different sizes that they offer. Like I said, this is the 5x52. Really enjoyable. I think the only reason that burn line right there got wonky is because I had my fan on. So it's early in the week. Gonna have a fairly busy one, but I had time to slow down and put everything in perspective by a nice little cigar. I do plan to stop by my favorite little lab spot over here in the Pflugerville area, Cigar Empire. So if y'all ever in that area, look them up. It's a nice little vibe. Got a barbershop feel to it. I think you'll vibe off that if you like that type of atmosphere. I was thinking about doing like a little cigar lounge, I don't know, run. Kind of go to a lot of some of my favorite haunts. Give them like a little YouTube shout out while they're still around and doing what they got to do. It's nice places for you to kind of go and just enjoy the vibe of a decent cigar lounge. They all got their own heartbeat. They all got their own mentality. All of them been enjoyable. Might do that moving forward. I might take a day off and kind of just enjoy myself with some sticks, you know? I'm gonna continue this story. Be back in a little bit. Y'all be easy. What's up, family? Your boy Keebaloo's back. Brazilian cigars, unique flavor profile, to say the least. You know, not unique like some of your Cameroon type cigars, but unique. They're notoriously earthy, sometimes minerally. This one has a lot of those flavors, but not overpowering. Minerally is not my favorite flavor profile to get in a cigar, by no means, but it's not overpowering in this cigar, and it turned into that as I was getting down to that final third. Right, I'm enjoying the cigar. Don't get me wrong. And when the mineral flavor appeared, it was real subtle. This is a mild cigar, in my opinion. Mild in strength, I should say. Mild to medium. The flavors are transitioning pretty well. That woodsy, almost, I mentioned that dried fruit. It had a sweetness to it. Not like a piece of candy or anything like that, but it blended well with that woodsy note in your, what you find in your Brazilian style cigars. Would I buy this for my palate? Yes, I'd buy another 5-pack of this. I've been going at this for roughly I'm just at about an hour and a half. No, I'm sorry, about an hour and 15 minutes, give or take. Haven't had to relight it. Burn's been consistent. I dropped off a very long piece of ash over here in the ashtray. My overall rating out of from 1 to 10, I gave this 7.5. The reason why I gave it a 7.5 because the pull on it stayed tight throughout. Now that could have just been this particular cigar, and also because of that minerally taste that kind of came in. But that's just my palate of how that mineral taste appeared. It wasn't overpowering to where I had to put the cigar down. I enjoyed this cigar. Great smoke output. good mouthfeel with the smoke in it. The retrohale was subtle and enjoyable. Man, I enjoy the retrohale of this cigar. The creaminess, that woodsy, aromatic feel and taste to it, because I get that smell of the good tobacco, the Brazilian tobacco, which I get enjoyment out of. Overall, enjoyed the cigar. I marked down as woody, herbal. The herbal kind of came in the second third, but it left off. Now the pepper did kind of pick up a little bit as I got down to this third of it, but for me it's not knocking my head off. It's very enjoyable, actually. I just had a pretty hearty dinner, and this is a perfect complement to that. I particularly like some of your Robusto style, the 5x52s and Robusto style cigars. They come in 3 different sizes, so depending on which sizes you like, you can find it. Also picked up a little bit of the nutty. I always equate stuff to is either peanuts or cashews. That sweetness equated to like a cashew style nut in this section of the cigar, and I still get that mixed in with a little bit of the pepper. Very enjoyable cigar for my palate. I would recommend trying it. I would recommend giving it a whirl. You know, buy 1 or 2 and try it for a ride and see where it takes you. Definitely worthwhile, worth taking a ride with it. Well, that's all I got. I'm gonna look a little bit of some videos here, see how things are going in the world. Not a lot, because I don't need that drama in my life. And I hope y'all have a good week. Till next time, y'all stay up, stay jazzy, smoke the cigar. Keep a little out.